your burning questions to our guests and react to our exclusive on-stage demos, live as the biggest event in gaming unfolds. Plus, we'll be using state-of-the-art technology customized for Spike to collect data from Twitter to see which of gaming's biggest companies are creating the most buzz and who, according to you, is winning E3. So sit back and tweet us at Spike TV using hashtag GTE3 to be a part of video game history.
Every Thursday night, Spike is the only place to get your tech and gaming fill.
That's right, up first at midnight, it's the fastest 5 minutes in tech, gaming, and comics on All Access Weekly.
Then at 1 a.m., it's GTTV with the best trailers, reveals, and exclusive game footage in the business. All Access Weekly starting at midnight.
GTTV at 1 a.m.
Every Thursday night, only on Spike.
How do you complete the biggest day of the year in gaming? Spike's E3 All Access Primetime Special. Tune in Monday night for wall-to-the-wall exclusive first-time looks for the biggest games of E3. The epic gameplay reveal of Star Wars 1313. The world premiere of Spartan Ops for Halo 4. Exclusive new footage and details on Assassin's Creed 3. The world premiere trailer for The Elder Scrolls Online. Exclusive new footage from God of War Ascension. The global
hey, how you doing? That's wonderful.
Apologies, I was getting calls from trying to hook up some interviews and internships.
Plus many more surprises.
So that's why I kept getting calls today, so I didn't expect to get some calls during the live stream. I should have told them, goddamn, I'm busy. I don't need a job right now.
No, that's fine. They understand the importance of realizing that the number of times sports was said during the Xbox conference was a lot less than the game than some of the same games. Is far more important than going back to the job.
Yeah, so pretty much it was like some sort of it was a job for Samsung, and it's not the actual employer calling me. It was like the employment agency that was looking for filling the position through their end. So I wanted to do it. It's just that they're so far off where I live, and I don't want to drive all the way over there just so I could do that interview and probably not even get the job. It's like a waste of time.
We're going to Africa.
That's a very good point. Trying to find a good one that's within the location as well as willing to accept you, and it's a very difficult process. Definitely, I when I had my internship search and finding which one worked for me. So it's I'm with you, man. Knocking on wood and just hoping for the best for all. Which internship or job do you think not internship because you're looking for a job? Which job do you think you want to get?
Just something in the field that I studied for. I mean, the job that they were calling about seemed like was pretty simple. It's just you work it at like somewhere in the store where they return something that have to do with TVs, and the person who brings it in will kind of describe you the problem. You just kind of type that problem out on some sort of program, and it'll tell you what part to get or something. You can kind of just order it from there. It's just on the way. It seemed like I could do that, but it's just the drive out there seemed like it was a bit too much for me. And then I got a call from Sabrina that kind of helps me out. Was kind of sending out resumes that she was over at my old college that I graduated, and she was like, what's going on here? It's all this miscommunication. It's like, I thought we were going to do a phone interview for that, and then I assumed that was going to be a phone interview, but it's actually a phone interview at their location. So what the hell?
What?
I thought you were going to call me.
It's like, listen, I don't think you understand the fact that I use this technology to access you wherever I am in the world, so why do I need to come and do a physical location?
I know.
I guess they just wanted to make sure that you could handle phones at that location. Like if it didn't have the right paint on the wall.
Yeah, I'll grab the phone and start smashing it on the desk to make it work.
I don't like this, it's bad.
No, it was a lot of miscommunication, and
Let's take a quick
the actual woman who contacted me was a lot of miscommunication because she had an accent, and some of the stuff she was saying, I had no idea what she was talking about. So I was like, can you email me the information and stuff? That'd be nice. So no, I assumed it was going to be just a phone interview. Going to call my phone, and someone who wants to chat about the position was going to call me. I assumed that, and then it turns out that no, you gotta drive out there to the office, to the job agency's office, and do the phone interview there. Like, what?
Coming up, Daniel Kaiser will have
I got Skype. We could do webcam or something. I don't know what's wrong. I could wear a suit. I could just wear a jacket and then no pants, just as long as I don't get up.
Right as the Xbox showcase
Or better yet, it's like, like they'll Skype it. You'll have like a Skype call, and then so what you'll do is like you'll go to the office and then Skype from one computer, and she'll be like right next to you as you're Skyping each other.
Oh,
it's like,
awkward.
Yeah, it's okay. Amanda McKay.
She's crushing under pressure. She's not used to no script.
Yeah, exactly. She literally looked like deer in the headlights. It was awesome.
I don't understand like the newscasters. It's like they have no opinion of their own. That when something goes wrong, there's nothing on. That's not a part of what they rehearsed or whatever they assume is gonna happen. They just freak out. It's like, oh, we got technical difficulties. Just wait on here a second. So, like how I read, just do that. Come on, be honest.
So.
Well, I think we started
that news about the thing.
Halo 4 was such a
that was pretty talk while.
No, so that's about it. I did another interview like last week for an internship, and I wanted to wait till like this week to see if who they're choosing. They're gonna choose like about two or four people, and then just from the way they described it, it seemed like something I'd be interested in. You kind of get into all fields of the technology thing that I was studying for, and see what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, and kind of just gain experience with it. I need to get some experience, and it seems like a lot of jobs really require you to have some experience. That I can't get experience if you don't hire me. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
It's a tough, especially I think technology jobs. It seems like a tough one to get into. I don't know if it's just me or it's just because the unemployment is terrible here. I don't know what it is, but I'm a little optimistic about it and pessimistic as well as rightfully I should be. So I'm holding off to that John interview for the Samsung thing. Once one, it was too far out for me, and when I was telling that to my kind of career services advisor or whatever, she was like, I don't understand. What do you mean it's too far out? Because it is too far. I'm not driving 40 minutes just to do this shit. If I don't get the job, it'll be wasting my time and gas.
Was about like, well, can't you just do your work from phone or from Skype? It's like, yeah, trust me, I've experienced that problem. They don't seem to understand the usage of the phone these days.
Let's go through some of those.
She's gonna probably call me back and say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, we brought Nickelodeon on.
I mean, it's cool that she calls me. At least she cares in some way to get this done. So I want to wait on the internship and see what happens from there. If not, I'll see if I call them back again. I really don't want to drive all the way out there.
All right, Phil,
I know I don't expect every job that comes my way to be close to my vicinity, but it was a bit too far out for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a combination of everything. Just because I definitely
make up some excuse like, no, I'm gonna wait to the internship and see what's up. Instead of saying it's too far out for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a bit better, just to understand, or at least try to make sure you have all your priorities in check, because you don't want to be, driving 2 hours to a location and then, or you drive like it takes 30 minutes to get out there, but with traffic once you're done is like with 2 hours there.
Yeah,
so it's just something you definitely got to account for, and I'm kind of surprised that your what was it? Your career advisor?
Yeah,
didn't understand that. It's like, I'm not sure I want to do this because it might be too far. Like, what do you mean it's too far out? Like, well, the fact that I have to physically get up and move to a location not relatively close to where I'd like it to be. It's like, I don't understand that.
All fun stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You're controlling a city-side transformer. You don't get that in any other game. Something we're really thrilled with.
We'll see.
Yeah, but hey, I give you my support, and I wish you the best, and knock on wood. But hope everything works out for you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You understand this. You should be my career advisor.
Yeah.
I might get far in this life.
If somebody doesn't give you the job you want, poop in a bag, light it on fire, and put it on their front doorstep. Trust me, that's how business is conducted in many countries. And it's considered a compliment in some.
Well, it sounds really silly.
I was telling my parents that too. Like, they agreed too. It was a bit far out.
I think
I thought, and I was saying, I initially thought it was going to be a phone interview, actual phone interview, but no. It's just weird. Phone interview at their place. No, I mean, I've done that sort of job agency type of thing before, and the last one I went to was pretty close for where I live, so I didn't have a problem driving there. It's only like 5 minutes away actually, so that's really convenient for me.
A different pace where you're kind of in control and your ability to turn invisible.
I got you.
Especially with the traffic here too. You gotta take that in consideration. Come on, woman.
Yeah, in Nevada traffic, not very fun.
Yeah, I want to look for a job, but not that desperate.
And in
I'm not
terms of
that desperate.
characters, who have you confirmed? Are you facing anybody new here at E3 2000?
Maybe I am,
a little
but
bit about Metroplex with Bumblebee. I'm really talking about.
No, trust me. Just keep a stiff upper lip, and you'll do fine, man. Just it sucks for going through the internship and job process, but it's just keep at it, and you'll get a job. Trust me, I didn't think I would ever get a job, and I kept at it for the longest time. Last summer and 2 summers ago, and so I didn't think I would get something, but I did. So just keep on keeping on, brother.
Obviously, franchise fans have
yeah, we'll do. At least you can agree. You can agree with my side of it.
right, to build out their own universe with Transformers.
Absolutely. I'm 100% in support of you, man, and I also am 100% in support of this Transformers War for Cybertron gameplay trailer that they're showing off.
Well, after first world problems here, we get back to Transformers.
First world problem is the first world leisure. And trust me, man, it's not a first world problem. Everybody has the problem of trying to find a job and going through the entire process and whatnot. It's just, it's one of the BS things that we got to put up with to go through. But you know, I have faith in you, man. You got a good head on your shoulders. You got a great resume, and if worse comes to worse, just send them over to me. I will go on a conference call. Of course, I'll probably have to go over there physically and actually instead of just calling from a phone here. I'd probably have to travel to Nevada to call from a phone. I would guess like in the other room, so they would understand that.
Yeah, I'll give you her number so you can be my agent and say dispute this. Say my client here is in the right. He doesn't want to drive 40 minutes out of his way just to do this phone interview where he might not get the job. Which I understand. Interviews are not guarantees, but a good chance he might not get it.
This grounds for a class action lawsuit.
And with this character Metroplex, you're controlling him, and
because you also wasted my time by having him waste his time. Then you wasted everyone else's time that were working, who loved to listen to us.
Lots of
Triple
things when you play with him.
Action.
Do you have any problems picking out moments where you have to dial it back a little bit?
Bon. That's a fun thing.
Technical point of view, because he's so big.
Sorry.
Yeah, there it is. We'll see what happens with that.
Yep.
But also means that
shut up. Be quiet, Frank. Frank O'Connor.
Which is phenomenal for us. We've used it
Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to see your ad. Go away.
Demands that we have are so gigantic.
Awesome, Matt. It's looking fantastic. We appreciate the world premiere of Metroplex here, so thanks for stopping by, man.
My pleasure.
He looks like a
All right,
sheepdog.
Spike's E3 2012
Daniel
All
Cut,
Access Live
man,
returns. We'll be getting
he just looks like he never let his hair. He never cut his hair, but he didn't want to let it grow out, so he just like folded it over until it like grew back to his head, and he's like kept folding it like folded steel in a samurai sword.
What kind of shampoo he uses?
Probably a bottle's worth every day.
Head and Shoulders.
More like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and just that hair looks way too shaggy for the man. Like it looks like that hair has more weight to it than the rest of his entire body. Oh, by the way, are we still recording?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Are you afraid he's watching this and get pissed?
No. I don't really care about him. It looks like the man would just, he's like, he'd be one of the guys like laugh it off and then just like walk away.
Oh yeah, we're still recording here. Just kind of doing the after Microsoft press conference here. I think we had like a maximum of 2 viewers on there, so that's good enough.
Yeah, hey, happy to see him. What in the world was the Nike Sports thing about? It's like, okay, that should be like something, I don't know, on the side. That should be something that you announce after all the stuff. Yeah, it was a shoe advertisement. Well, it was an It was a shoe advertisement, of course, because it's Nike. But it was also an advertisement for like, okay, people are pissed off with Kinect games, and they're criticizing the fact that we do nothing with Kinect besides these mini games and these playing workout videos. I know, we'll make another one.
Yvonne Strahovski life water commercial.
Yvonne Strahovski,
also known as Miranda Lawson.
Yeah, she should just change her name to Miranda Lawson, just because nobody in America can pronounce that name. That and the chick who played Supergirl on Smallville. Her name's like,
I haven't even seen the show, but I know that
Laura
she played.
Van I'm sorry?
I haven't even seen the show, but I know that she played Superwoman.
She had it's very, very craziness going on. Where I don't know, like she's in Battleship, and then there was like Liam Neeson, so that made me really want to go see it. And then I saw I had the guy from John Carter of Mars, and realized it was Battleship, and then I didn't want to see it anymore. You ever get that feeling where you're like, oh, this is an interesting thing, and it's like, oh, it's connected to that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
The new Splinter Cell trailer. I really do hope that you get to have a little bit more options than a Conviction. I love Conviction, but narratively, Fisher is not alone anymore. He doesn't really have the problems that he had in Conviction, and I really do hope that he is actually maybe it's just a younger version, and then it goes back and forth as like a dual narrative sort of thing, but.
As Nintendo blows the lid off the Wii U
I don't know, we'll see.
2012 media presentation. Following the presser, stay tuned to GT for another one-on-one interview with
dumb Nicki Minaj.
and a full day of exclusive game demos and reveals.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj with she looks terrifying every time she's singing. She either looks like she's trying to one up Lady Gaga or do the most incredibly terrifying things with her face. It's like she opens her eyes like too large, like an anime character. That's just really weird. Or she does the big smiling teeth thing that not a lot of actors and actresses can pull that off when you show too much teeth.
On Thursday, June 7th, 1 a.m.
And it certainly I don't think works for Minaj and her ridiculous booty, where it's like 3 feet out from where a normal butt should stop.
Get exclusive videos, news, and access to live
Enchilada Supreme Doritos.
Enchiladas were
Sons of Bitches edition that where they got rid of AMC, IFC, and some Sundance Channel. And I can't watch Breaking Bad anymore. I gotta watch online.
There are other ways to watch it, and I actually now prefer to watch online, like through Hulu or Netflix or whatever.
No commercials.
Or through Mr. Project Free TV, which is a very nice guy. I think the last name's Hungarian, but just going through it and watching all that without the commercial interruptions, it's nice. It is very nice. Or going on Hulu.com where you just have to watch one commercial and then you're done. And then you go back to it, like Colbert Report. I don't think I could do that. Just playing the kind of Russian roulette of how much time I got left in terms of waiting for a commercial break. It's like, oh, commercial break. I can go to the bathroom and get some food. Wait a minute, I don't know when it's coming back on. I got to rush. Whereas in Hulu, it's like you have 1 minute, 30 seconds until the ad's over, or you can pause it.
Yeah, go to the bathroom while that thing's playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, this is Spike's E3.
I've been talking for a while. I'm going to go get a nice Frappuccino.
All right.
Oh.
Go ahead. I've been very quiet.
Here in Los Angeles and the countless thousands watching worldwide. Call of Duty is about to reach into the future and destroy as much of it as humanly possible with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And Mark Lamia, the head of Treyarch Studios, is now here right off the Xbox press conference stage to show us more of Black Ops 2 that we did not see in the briefing, right, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to show you guys more of the level. It's amazing to be out there on stage with Xbox, but for you guys, we're going to give you some more.
All right, well, let's take a look at Black Ops 2. Now, you guys announced this game about a month ago. Everyone knew you were making Black Ops 2, but the fact that this is set in the futuristic Los Angeles, this level, it opens up the possibilities for you guys. right? Weaponry and stuff, right?
Yeah, you know what? Putting it in the future, just an entirely new set of weaponry, gameplay, mechanics, the fiction. You know, the fiction is just this amazing time-spanning narrative. We're set in this situation here where our villain is spilling the keys to the U.S. military infrastructure, and he's turning our greatest strength into our greatest weakness.
Right, and you're playing here something interesting. You're
What
playing
up, I'm back.
the son of Alex Mason.
How you doing, Jack?
Yeah, you're playing as David Mason. So if you remember from Black Ops, you're playing as Alex Mason, and this game's a direct sequel to Black Ops. You're gonna play with Alex Mason again when we show you parts of the first Cold War back in the 1980s. Right. You're gonna be discovering what our villain's motivations are, and then your son here, David Mason, is on the hunt for the villain here in this 2025 setting. And of course, in this particular situation,
Hello.
Things are looking grim. I'm getting a little worried here about being at LA Live with all this happening.
But don't worry about it here. Anderson's coming in here to help you out. So
it's amazing what you guys have done. You know, really pushed obviously the limits of the technology. One of the great things about Black Ops 2 is that you guys are really pushing to innovate with the gameplay. I mean, you've said on the record you're going to have branching storylines. We'll see some moments for you where you can pick whether you snipe or rappel. I mean, you're trying to give people more options about how to play through the campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think one of the things that people love with Call of Duty is they love that cinematic and intense gameplay experience, and we just want to add more choice. So, for example, here, this is a very small example, but you know, this level will play differently whether you choose to snipe here or rappel down. In this case, the player's chosen to snipe here. So, you picked up a Sniper Storm, which is a futurized sniper rifle that has a couple pieces of technology on here that are from 2025. And
when you zoom in here,
yeah, no, absolutely. That technology right there, that's sort of inspired off of the sort of, you know, the millimeter wave scanning technology that we have out there today. You got to imagine as processor power gets more powerful in the future, you're going to get that down to a much smaller size, and it's going to make for, in this case, an optic. You know, there's a charge shot mechanic here. It's an entirely new mechanic for sniper rifles here in Call of Duty. You know, the longer you charge it up, the deeper you can penetrate surfaces. So,
and this is stuff, obviously, I know you probably can't say a lot about multiplayer, but obviously this kind of technology and stuff will probably transfer over to the MP game as well, right?
Well, yeah, the multiplayer game takes place entirely in the year 2025. What we'll tell you about later, but you know, the weapons and everything that's in the multiplayer, we'll tell you about.
Right, obviously, cool new toys.
There are tons of new things.
Absolutely. Now we're looking at some new stuff here because the Xbox demo had to cut off at a certain point. Now we're looking at brand new games.
Absolutely. So you still got to fight.
I think one of the things about this whole scene is, you know, totally overhaul our entire version. The amount of level of detail, the amount of detail, the lighting, the effects, just everything is on a completely epic scale for this game. Something, so right there what he's doing there is that's a grenade. You know what, in the future, are you going to have to rely on human strength, or are you going to be able to have something where you'll be able to target and be able to
you know what, in the future, are you going to have to rely on human strength, or are you going to be able to have something where you'll be able to target and be able to you know,
my favorite thing is that you've got the robo-dogs, right? The drones.
We do have drones, and let me tell you, we'll get to that point a little bit later in the demo.
We won't spoil it, all right.
Yeah,
yeah. So the drones, we saw them in the trailer. People are excited.
Right. So here we are. We're inside the car. You're driving.
So you're really driving this, because people are always wondering, you know, how much vehicles in there. So you don't. I mean,
you're driving.
Sort of on rails. You get to go left and right a little bit, right?
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you're constrained by the
road,
freeway
right?
here, by the road. So.
Wow, got the jets flying through.
Yeah, no, this is just, you know, the level of destruction the team is working on, the environmental animation.
A couple blocks away, we're almost ready to see the car driving by here. So you're going underground, obviously, here. And what is your goal? What is your mission here? You're obviously, you know, we saw the president, and obviously there was something going on there, right?
Yeah, no, so you're on detail to protect the president here, and so you're in constant communication, right? The president's right behind you, you're escorting, and then
something happens.
You know, yeah, it was you're ambushed.
You get ambushed, but that's not all, because this level just continues.
That's
and the
right.
thing when you first showed this to me, it's like 20 minutes of stuff. It just keeps going on and on, right? With all this action, all this gameplay.
Yeah. So like right here, after you get hit, we're opening up, right? You know, just again the effects, the character work.
Well, what you guys are doing with the performance capture and the actors, I mean, you're really pushing the storytelling in game, which I think is something that, you know, Call of Duty, I think has been a bit of a weakness in the series over the years, that you guys have had amazing action, amazing gameplay, but sometimes, you know, the story hasn't always been in the game. And I mean, here you look at all that happened with the bikes and the characters and the voiceover.
Even the story of Anderson there. Anderson is that plane. It's there. It's protecting you. Of course, Harper here. We saw some performance capture. There we go. There you go. That's the Claw, the cognitive land assault weapon. So obviously an intense firefight going on here, getting out of that ambush. You have the technology of the battlefield there. You're trying to take out these claws, move up, obviously. But the level of detail the team is going into here, not only in the gameplay, but like you said, the story and the characters. We're working with David Goyer, who was also the writer on The Dark Knight to help help really create a compelling story and really bring to life these characters.
That's right, and you've got this villain, Menendez, you were talking about, right?
Yep. He is. We're going to introduce you a lot more to him later, but of course, you already know a little bit about him. As I said, like the story arc of the game is really, in a way, it's his story arc, because we're going to learn about again in the 80s when you're playing in the first with the team from the first Black Ops.
Wow! And they go into the hotel here. Well, this is looking amazing. This is the LA level. So where is this set in the game? Is this the middle, the beginning, the end?
Yeah, this is the sort of the back. I would say the back half of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So this is the escalation.
But like with Black Ops, just when you thought you knew everything and what was going on, we like to turn it. That's what we do with our story in Black Ops. We want to we like to set you up. You think you know what's going on, and then we just.
Well, that was like the announcement trailer. We saw horseback riding. You've got that in there, and it's like we've got futuristic LA, but then we've got stuff set back in the 80s. I mean, there's so much to this game, and you guys have done such a great job, I think, pushing the Call of Duty brand in some new directions with this. And I know tomorrow you're going to be back with us to show another level that you've got called Strike Force, which is another type of gameplay. So busy times at Treyarch, and we'll hear more about multiplayer, I guess, probably later on this year, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, Jeff. Looking forward to it. Thank you
very
much.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks for rushing over from the Xbox stage. We really appreciate it for that exclusive new look at Black Ops 2. And stick around, guys, we have so much more coming up on E3 All Access Live. More exclusives, you can believe it, right after this.
Want the ultimate coverage from the Electronic Entertainment Expo? Whether it's from a computer, your TV, or mobile device, look no further than GameTrailers.com and E3 All Access on Spike. Find E3 on any device, anytime. With over 17 hours of live, uninterrupted coverage in high definition, including every major press conference, jaw-dropping demos, and must-see interviews, GT has it all first. Coming up next. At 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, it's EA's time to shine, and we've got exclusive coverage of The Download, EA 2012 preview from the Orpheum Theater. Once again, Spike TV will be the only U.S. television outlet carrying the commercial-free feed, with new looks at Medal of Honor Warfighter, Crysis 3, and new game announcements. If you can't get to a TV set, head online to GameTrailers.com to see it all. Later at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, Ubisoft is live in LA. We've got the breaking news. See the latest on Assassin's Creed 3 and more surprises from Far Cry 3. It all goes down live from the Los Angeles Theater at Ubisoft's 2012 E3 press conference. Next, go online for the Sony press conference from the LA Sports Arena. Check out The Last of Us, God of War Ascension, and what's new with the PS Vita. The answers are coming your way live at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on GameTrailers.com. Immediately following the day's final briefing at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we're back live on Spike for a special hour of primetime coverage. See exclusives, including the reveal of Halo 4's multiplayer Spartan Ops mode, the world premiere of NBA 2K13, and other huge exclusives, including the world premiere trailer for The Elder Scrolls Online and the first gameplay footage from the next epic Star Wars game. From there, get some rest before GT powers up for Day 2 of E3 All Access Live. Tuesday morning, June 5th, we're back online at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, and back on Spike at 12 noon Eastern for up-to-the-second broadcast exclusive coverage as Nintendo blows the lid off the Wii U at its 2012 media presentation. Following the presser, stay tuned to GT for another one-on-one interview with Nintendo President Reggie Fils-Aimé and a full day of exclusive game demos and reveals. All of this from Spike and Game Trailers before the doors to E3 even open. And remember, the coverage doesn't stop there. It's actually just the beginning. Once the show floor opens, it's truly around-the-clock coverage. Know that Game Trailers will have hundreds of videos, demos, gameplay, trailers, and interviews posted free, in HD, and before anywhere else, 24 hours a day. Finally, GTTV will also wrap up E3 in the biggest way possible. The next generation of gaming is revealed when GTTV world premieres Unreal Engine 4 from Epic Games on Thursday, June 7th, 1 a.m. Eastern on Spike. Can't get to a TV or computer during E3 week? No problem. Watch our around-the-clock coverage on any device by logging into GameTrailers.com from your smartphone or tablet. Get exclusive videos, news, and access to the live stream on both Android and iOS devices, as well as the Game Trailers Facebook page. You can even get your questions on the air by following Game Trailers on Twitter and Facebook and using the hashtag GTE3. So did you get all that? Not to worry, the entire schedule of the week's events plus the domain for all E3 news, video, and media can be found at GameTrailers.com/E3. Nobody does it bigger or better. The moments that change the gaming industry happen first and only on GameTrailers.com and Spike TV. Live at E3 2012, broadcasting around the world.
I think you should put this on the deck. We're Doubleday and Cartwright, and we're brainstorming on the next round of skateboards. Now you're gonna see the magic. Look at this. You know, to click all day is not that rewarding. Like, I have to use my hand. I'm gonna cut this, and I got my graphics. It's pretty sweet. Now I can send it to Force Gold for approval. I think it looks pretty metal. It's refreshing to be able to create something unique. That's Max.
Introducing the Samsung Galaxy Note.
Hey guys, it's Jeff Keighley, and we are getting ready for a huge E3 here on Spike. And right now I'm at Epic Games with Cliff Bleszinski because Cliff, we're teaming up with Epic for something pretty special next week at E3, right?
Yes, going to be showing the first public viewing of the Elemental demo. It's pretty impressive.
That's right. That's Unreal Engine 4, Epic's vision for next generation of gaming. You guys have probably heard a little bit about it. Well, you will get to see this real-time demo next Thursday night on Spike. Don't miss a very special GTTV. It's going to be a big E3 for Epic.
It's going to be huge. We're going to be exhausted, and we're going to be happy.
Cool. Tune in next Thursday night, only on Spike.
Welcome back to Spike's E3 2012 All Access Live, where video game history is being made with each passing moment. In just a minute, Daniel Kaiser will take a look at Borderlands 2 and introduce us to a new character. But first, what would you say to a sneak peek at the LucasArts booth? Well, we thought you might like that, so we already dispatched the guys from Nerd Machine to check it out.
So, Dave and I are in the, super secret bowels of E3 right now. You can't even get badges for this kind of stuff. You have to sacrifice a goat and kill a man through strangulation.
Which I did.
And by the way, thanks for taking that for the team.
No problem.
We're heading into
hiding out.
The LucasArts area. There you go. Highlighted, LucasArts, where we are being told we are the first people to see Star Wars 1313, which is this incredible... This is Dominic.
Hey,
Hi. Good to see you. Zach.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Dominic. Nice to meet you.
too. It's like this really cool, rated M for mature, gritty look at the world of Star Wars through the eyes of a bounty hunter.
That's right.
Am I correct?
Oh, that's impressive.
I'm like 2 for 2 right now.
and
he's going to show us a demo. We're the first people to see it. Are we the first people to see it?
The first people to see the game.
All right, fantastic.
Come in.
I feel even better about myself. Ooh.
We're still putting the booth together. So the experience isn't quite finished
well
yet.
Put together. Yeah. We're in a moving booth.
About this at all.
We're like in a virtual reality booth. We're like in some kind of a transport or something going down to...
That's right.
To level 1313?
Level 1313. So the idea is that you're in a shuttle and Coruscant's made up of thousands and thousands of layers. And that's why 1313 is called 1313. It's the number of the level.
That's incredible.
I'm getting this really
we're not going into space, we're going into the planet.
Yeah, down into really the belly deep, of the
Star
planet.
Wars, like when I was 6 years old, flashback.
Alright, we're back again. Sorry, I was just taking a quick break here, dealing with personal shit. Let's get CH back on here.
Oh, are you the only robot? Okay, fantastic. Well, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Absolutely amazing stuff. Now, if you want to see the very first Star Wars to do just that tonight on our Prime. It's been 3 years since we blasted our
Hey man, apologies for a little wait there where I was just stretching my legs.
No problem, I got you.
Stretching and stretching.
These guys are going to be...
Gotcha, I got you. Doing some stretching too. Going over to RedTube.com, excellent place to go. Now, for some stretching, but by the way, looking over the new Halo 4 stuff, I'm actually really interested in the fact that they're doing a lot of narrative changes that that Bungie never did before. Whereas like Cortana and Chief are talking in the middle of a fight, as well as there's a lot more. It seems like detective work going on as well as relationship stuff. And I really hope that is more apparent in the game, just because I'm a big fan of that proponent. I don't like you know me. I hate silent protagonists, and I'm glad that Chief finally gets a little bit more of a voice, because he seems to get a little bit more personality than before. And do you know when they're going to show any more Hitman stuff? I assume just because it's already being released. The trailer of the Sexy Nun trailer. I'm just going to call it the Sexy Nun trailer. I'm not sure what else it's going to be called.
Yeah, when I first saw the title of it was called I think it was called like the Saints or something. Saints Attack. I was like, this is when I was writing the article about it on our group page. It's like giving my impressions on the trailer. I was like, this isn't a Hitman Saints Row crossover.
This guy's a real jerk.
Those are assassins I've never seen before, so they're probably introduced into Absolution. So from what I've got, there's a little analysis here. One of the assassins had a tattoo of the ICA logo on there, so that's like 47 employers after him.
What is the ICA, by the way?
It's a secret organization, that carries out contracts, assassinations. That 47 works for there.
Pandora is a large planet, and some of the corporations have been there for a long time.
What I like about the Hitman series is that when you're killing your contracts or enemies that you're hired to kill, most of them are not good guys. It's not like he's killing innocents. A lot of them are like drug dealers, rapists, and etc. Everything you could think, everything that you think of that they deserve to get killed, and it feels a lot more satisfying when you do kill them in the game. It's all incorporated into the series, so you never feel bad really. And every once in a while, if you have control over him, and you can pretty much do what you want, so you can end up killing civilians if you want, just to serve his own interests, because he doesn't want his identity out there and getting witnesses and stuff. So in Blood Money, they had this notoriety system where you could, if you went in there guns blazing, every mission ends in the news article describing what you did and how many shots you fired. It's very descriptive. And if you just went in there with no care in the world, that you could just, it'll be like an etch, like a drawing of you on the newspaper, and you can you can bribe policemen and to skew the facts, and then it'll just be some Indian guy on the newspaper that like this guy massacred 10 people in this mission, and he's like an Indian dude. So
that would be fun if they had like connect functionality where it's like you could do that, like, and the newspaper will report, like, we'll take a picture of you like doing a pose or something like that. It's like if you like doing a wild and crazy pose, it'd be something like local insane man claims that he saw a bald-headed man with a bar code on the back of his head killing people.
So yeah, that's what they incorporated with Blood Money. I don't know if they're still keeping that in Absolution, but they did with Absolution. They got rid of the map in there because technically, if you look at that map, it pretty much tells you where everyone is, all the NPCs, everything. It tells you where everything is. So we can kind of get an idea of where they're headed, and kind of plan your attacks. And then for the purists out there, you can get rid of that by playing on the harder difficulty, so you can look at the map, but there will be nothing on there unless you buy intel and stuff to get more information. So what they did with Absolution, they kind of got rid of that and added the kind of Batman type of thing where you can kind of see everything through. You can see through walls and kind of see where the NPCs are headed with this kind of trail of fire. You can kind of see what they're kind of figure out what they're headed with, and then kind of plan your things. So it's a compromise they did. They got rid of the map and then replaced it with kind of that element in the game.
Right. I did see the trailer where he's walking through, the house before, grabbing that poor cop and like he's having the worst. He's like his supervisor's like, shut the hell up, Rick. No one wants to talk to you. And then he gets grabbed by this other guy and his neck gets slit, and then and then I did see the cool gameplay design where you actually get to see the walking plan of all the characters. That's really cool.
Yeah, people got pissed when when they killed off that one guy. And this is just the first gameplay footage that they released, and then they went on saying this is completely optional. The way we played it, it's just our own way, just to showcase the game. You can play it however you want. You could kill that guy, or you can kill the sergeant who was yelling at him the whole time.
Thank you, Daniel. Let's find out what people are on Twitter.
What I like about it, the purists are never going to be happy where they're always nitpicking it, but I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to grab that asshole supervisor and just be like, listen, the guy works for such a low wage, man. I mean, he's tracking down a master assassin, and like he's expected just to be like, shut up, Rick. Nobody likes you. Go die. Your face smells like poop. Then he's like, oh, life can't get any worse. He's like the droopy dog of the Splinters of the Hitman universe, and so I'm gonna probably kill the guy who's his boss, being more asshole-ish.
Yeah. So here's the new gameplay. They showed off a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday. The developers talking about different ways you can go about a mission. They showed off a new mission on here. You're trying to kill off this guy called the King of Chinatown.
Everybody in the game jump into one vehicle,
and you can poison his food, shoot the guy from with a sniper. You can shoot him just in front of everybody. There's many ways to kill this guy.
Well, remember, guys, we need to keep hearing from you. So you guys are the voice of E3.
I'm still trying to find that the Halo 4 stuff and the Splinter Cell gameplay. Do you think it's going to be up later, or do you think they're going to wait until E3's over before they start re-airing their coverage online?
Normally, they're usually up right away on these different gaming sites. Like IGN probably has them up.
That's always the case, right? They always have. Where? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the one that sounded like your hiccups.
I'm sorry. I thought something fell off in the distance, like a can. I want to make sure that you were okay. But wow, okay. I didn't know Splinter Cell Absolution is good, because wow, that Chinatown looks. They're using colors. I miss colors. Don't you miss colors?
Nah, I like the washed out look.
Oh, you're
no. What's cool about it? They added more NPCs in this game. I guess the engine they're using, it can sustain more NPCs in there, because there's a lot of NPCs just kind of roaming around, and it all feels really good. Because they did that with Blood Money, where there's a mission in New Orleans on Mardi Gras. So that, once you come out there, there's a bunch of people just partying. You can shoot all of them down if you wanted to. There's just so much NPCs in the game that just kind of doing their own thing. Which is pretty awesome.
It is. And wow, there's like 80 people all in that one, just in your line of sight.
It seems to be running pretty well too.
And they got expressive character animations and great faces. It's like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's really. I'm really anticipating this game. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is going to be IO's apology for Kano Lynch 2.
Yeah, well, I think that they'll be apologizing for years to come.
Gameplay changes as soon as the
police start to hunt you. This looks really
then you can actually start to use the crowd as a way
turned
of
off the volume because I wanted to talk
so
to you
rather
about
than just window dressing, we've actually invested quite a lot.
I do like the fact that it doesn't look like a complete change from what I've seen in previous Splinter Cell games. I'm sorry, God damn it, I'm sorry. Hitman games, where you're still walking around crowds, you're still collecting intel and ideas, and then assassinating when you got the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, and it was cool. Like all that stuff that they added in there, like that X-ray vision and all that. That's all completely optional. You can turn that off and play the game like a Hitman game without having all those additional things. Although, but the best thing about it is just like trial and error. If you mess up, you just restart the whole level again and then just kind of replay it again. Yeah, so I have the song in the stream too, so if anyone's watching it, you can see some Hitman gameplay footage. I don't know how well it's syncing up with the audio and us talking. For all we know, you could barely hear us or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, I just saw the cool little knife move that...
where are you at? What number are you on so I can sync up?
340 right now.
342.
Now, yeah, where he just like took out a knife and then did.
This is all beta, pre-beta.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
on the top left corner, you can see it says pre-beta build.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see this because it says the Saints trailer over it, like just like right in the upper corner. Wow, that is a gorgeous looking game just for a beta. Okay, I think you need some help with oh, dude, take out the knife at least.
Take out the guy that does the...
Okay, I understand that he wants to be secretive, but for the love of God, take out the knife so at least nobody will suspect anything from you, like foul play. Maybe they'll think it's like, no, actually, never mind, that's stupid. People are gonna assume like, a corpse in the dumpster, or somebody killed it. I'm not gonna. Why don't you shut me up before I say stupid things like that?
It just looks so all the crowd animations, it doesn't look the same. You don't see two characters doing the same thing like Assassin's Creed.
Whether you shoot him with
where you don't have like the 5 different you have the courtesans doing the same animation as well as
this is the more upfront approach, like I'm saying. Now what I like about it is you can play this game like this if you want, because they made it more accessible to start shooting out dudes, because blood money
just be hunted by them
immediately
by doing that. But
shooting out.
Yeah, whether you poison him, whether you snipe him.
I like the also for the many disguises that he can go through. I think he's maybe he's actually like I don't know, like there was like Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo who just like enjoys like traps. Like maybe you have Agent 47 here who absolutely loves nothing to do nothing more than to just get in disguises, and he like takes assassination missions just to have the opportunity to change it in different clothing.
Yeah, I love.
Maybe he's a fashionista.
Yeah, I love the disguises.
Whether you attack him with your bare hands.
You think if he would, if he's doing different disguises, that he would put on a wig, so that he could wear hair or like a fake beard or something.
There's something up with his barcode, because in the Saints trailer he had a bandage on that had blood, kind of a little bit of blood near where his barcode is in the back of his head, and I saw other screenshots of it from like IO's website, and he's in a disguise, kind of like messing with the environment, and he has like the bandage still on the back of his head, so like you can't see his barcode. So that's like that's one thing you could do in the movies, just to lose continuity and people start turning around. Well, he has a barcode on the back of his head, but now when you turn around, he's got a bandage on the back of his head. He must have fell or something in the drunk party.
Maybe I would think it'd be interesting if, how sometimes in these Hitman games, you can get spotted and die if you shoot out too many people or, something. I would like to think that maybe he has a barcode, maybe he just comes in bulk, like you can just buy him from like Costco or something like that, where it's like, I have like a 24 pack of Hitman, and then like once one dies, like, oh, all right, Hitman, Agent 48, go, it's your turn now. I assume they're doing back alley deals, or he's just leading him back here to kill him.
We'll see.
I understand earlier when he was like, okay, I'm going to kill you. And he killed the guy with the knife, and then put him in a dumpster, and then blew up the car, so that it looked like his body was, incinerated. But that doesn't change the fact that the knife is still in his head.
So what do you do with that knife? I'm telling you, that's what I love about the series. You can kill any guy, kill anything in many different ways.
Excellent.
You know, it's always good replay value. It's kind of going about it a different way.
That's half the fun I had with Conviction. Splinter Cell Chaos, where it's like going through. Oh wait, no! Oh my God, my heart. I see Tina Wood.
By having him have an accident.
She's interviewing Trey Parker and Matt Stone on the Spike TV show and Spike TV channel. Oh, Tina Wood. I had the biggest crush on her when I was younger.
Something that anyone
and I still do. I love Tina. Now back to Hitman. But oh wow, I also like the fire effects. Very nice.
Broccoli. Hey, I think it's the one he poisons his food. Oh no, this is a different one. You'll see later.
Like, I've got an idea. Maybe it's the slowest assassination ever, where it's like, we're gonna kill you with cholesterol, so like over time you just add more fattening food to this guy's diet, where it's like 30 years later he dies of a heart attack. It's like, mission successful, boss. I finally killed him.
I finally get paid after 10 years of doing this thing. Perfect kill. 10 years in the making.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know that.
I'm just taking a piss right now. Let's shoot this down.
I like how it's taking a piss in the middle of the street, where it's not even like away from the entirety of the crowd, just like kind of to the side, where it's like, oh, excuse me, folks, I'm pretty drunk. Let me just be over here. Yeah, people can still see from that angle. Why is he going there for that?
Once you leave the checkpoint, there's another cutscene where Hitman actually speaks to Birdie, and Hitman.
Can't wait.
A cutscene
this guy
looks
looks.
where there's an exchange.
He looks enthusiastic, but I think he's just uncomfortable with the fact that the cameraman keeps on zooming in and out of space. Why are you doing this? Just like keep it static, keep it steady, keep it classic.
Crazy.
Ooh. Agent 47 looks mad.
But also,
and that but he just doesn't look he just looks mad in that.
Gameplay, and
so there it is, and then they add the trailer there again.
This looks fantastic.
So yeah, it looks good. I don't know what they're gonna do, because they really haven't. They've been tiptoeing around the voice actor for this great man. I don't think they're bringing back the original voice actor for this game. I think it's someone else. And I'm a little disappointed about it, but 47 is a pretty soft-spoken guy, so he doesn't really say much.
Well, hey, I mean, he could do a great job. He could do a better job than the last guy. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, I know from what I've been hearing from you and other Hitman fans that, you know, the old voice was, you know, the voice that everybody loved, and that everybody was kind of really up in arms about the change in the voice actor, and it just, but who knows? Could be good. Could be better.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Is he?
The Guy's Choice Awards or something. You Green Bay fan, right?
No, not really. Redskins all.
Wow.
Casual.
That's how hardcore you are.
I casual fan. I'm more into hockey.
Oh yeah, I never got into hockey.
Wow, you're a true gamer.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where it's a sport where, I don't know, everyone has their different sport. I like hockey just because it's fun, it's chaotic. There's no time for really strategies. You got to make it up on the fly, and that's kind of I like. And I'm also a big fan of Ovechkin, just because he's my boy, and I met him at my cousin's place before he was famous and signed on and everything, and we played Halo together one night. That was fun.
Jesus.
He didn't speak a lick of English, but you know, it's still good.
Oh,
it's like, Roski Sostivi, yeah? It's like, yeah, good kill, bro.
Yeah, good beer, right? probably asking, where's the bathroom?
I'm sorry?
He's probably asking, where's the bathroom?
He's probably asking, like, where's the door? Your cousin has kidnapped me. I need to get out of here and go play hockey. It's like, I love you too, man. Here, have another beer. Alcohol is the one language everyone speaks.
I don't know whether the Spike TV, the game trailers live stream commercials are better than the actual Spike TV commercials.
Hey, this is Katie Linendahl
They keep repeating the same one on ad nauseum with this girl talking about all access stuff and Comic-Con. Are they going to cover that too in July?
Wow, okay.
I think I'd rather watch this than the same than this guy eating a burrito on the TV.
Yeah, well, the guy eating the burrito now, it's this soccer thing.
Rated T for teen.
Yeah, that.
Burritos.
Yeah,
4 or
it's
5 games.
burritos, or it was like the Universal Technical Institute thing that I keep on seeing or whatnot. I also like the fact that Gatorade has this incredible, I don't know, like fear-oriented commercial where it's like, if you don't have Gatorade, then you're gonna fail, and everyone will laugh at you and your incredibly small penis. Ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting for another Amanda McKay live read.
another stuttering with Amanda McKay. Thank you, Jeff Knightley. Let us go over to Halo 4. Like, baby, come on, just slow it down, and it's all right. Just spurse out your sentences. It's okay. It's still gonna be here. You're not gonna lose your audience. It's all right.
In 20 years, I see gaming becoming a hybrid of.
Oh, I really hope Halo 4 is awesome.
Using chip music for new games.
I think that it's this one time where I'm really excited for all the sequels coming out because it looks like all these developers are taking their franchise and trying to do new things, or at least take them into better directions. But
it's a caffeine.
What?
They're showing like a montage of GameTrailers.com, and then that's on Mr. Caffeine in there.
Oh yeah, awesome!
The biggest games. Keep the streams rolling by logging in on your smartphone or tablet. Take GT and E3 2012 on the go.
I certainly hope we get more caffeine. Need to stay up all night long to make fun of him. Do 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 do.
Kate Upton.
Kate Upton.
Oh yeah.
She's not. I don't have her on this end just
It's
because.
on the Game Trailers live feed on the online.
Nice.
Stupid Spike TV Man Awards.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like Christian Bale. One thing I like about Marvel movies is that the people behind it, like Tom Hiddleston and Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Hemsworth, they all love to do advertising and marketing outside of the movie. Of like Avengers and their own movies that they love doing. And then with like Batman, I don't think I've ever seen Christian Bale in a skit or anything that was making light of Christopher Nolan's film. But he has the absolute gall to show, both of them have the gall to show up at the Spike MTV Man Awards. Where it's like, really? You couldn't, you didn't want to do that for, marketing for something or just like thanking the fans, but you'll insult them by going on to Spike.
They show a little bit of new footage of Dark Knight Rises during the MTV Movie Awards. I don't know what it is. I can never get that hugely excited about some scenes in films until I know the context of them, because some of them I don't know what they're talking about.
I'm Daniel.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those trailers. I like trailers, and then on the same hand, I don't like trailers, just because it's like that's not going to be the final product. But I do like the fact that you have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get the entirety of, or a general sense of your movie or game, whatever it is, out to the public, while maintaining kind of the tempo and the tone of it. Like, that's difficult, and I applaud them for their ability to do so, but it's just like, it's just a montage of scenes that you're not going to really understand until you see the movie. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation.
Apparently, Dark Knight Rises is going to be 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I I wouldn't be surprised, just because Nolan
get your butt cushions.
Yeah, get your butt cushions.
Right.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't sit for over 2 hours in the theater without having to move around.
Yeah, that's why I
my tailbone feels like I got hit with a hammer. Oh,
your butt falls asleep. That's never a fun. That's never a fun thing to have.
Not at all.
Trying to play, you slap you on your butt like a Congo drum, trying to wake it up like, wake up, damn it!
At the show, so I'm pretty excited to be here. But yeah,
got Randy Pitchford here,
we've got Xenomorph
hyping up aliens, Colonial Marines, as he did with Duke Nukem.
I don't know what it is about. I mean, Alien Colonial Marines. Like, okay, it's an aliens game, but I don't really understand. Like, there are much more exciting sci-fis than this. In my opinion, just like I know. I know that Aliens was kind of the one to kick it, the jumpstart it all, and that Halo took a huge inspiration from Aliens to the point where they ripped off characters and style at points. But I mean, sci-fi shooters have evolved. I mean, we got BioShock, we have Portal, we have the Halo series. Even though I didn't like it, we at least have Crytek or something like something like these new sci-fi shooters where we don't have to rely on this kind of the Marines from 1970s with slightly futuristic weaponry. I'm pretty sure there's weaponry right now that's more futuristic than what they have here that we already have. No.
Oh yeah, definitely. What I'm really looking forward to is seeing more of what CD Projekt Red has in store, because they're working on a future future game based off of Cyberpunk RPG. Not RPG. It's like the game. The book is called, I think, Cyberpunk, and it's gonna be like a game, an RPG set in the future. So be excited for that one.
I'm checking it out. Cyberpunk.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red, developers of Witcher.
Yeah. Now, do they have a trailer up yet, or is it just
screenshots so far, and then the announcement that they're actually working on this.
It's directed though.
On this, I'm looking forward to what they have in store, because I really liked The Witcher 2, and I want to see what their take is on like the future.
I like the fact that every post of every like futuristic setting has to take somehow within the United States. It can't. I mean, even like with Deus Ex, where it was like you kind of hopped around from like China and everywhere, and I think you went to Toronto at one point.
Toronto, I believe so. It was like the first. Was it like the first mission?
Yeah, and then but the majority of it still takes place in Chicago, just because.
Like Chicago and then Shanghai, I think.
Yeah, it's like we understand like America's an interesting place, but can we please go to different places? I want to see like futuristic Ireland, where it's like beer, but with like MP3 players coming out of it. I think that's what the Irish would do. I'm Irish, so it's not racist. As long as I say it is.
Setting up your automated turrets and laying out your guys and
I'm curious to. I never played the DLC for Deus Ex. I heard that they fixed a couple things with
Xenos are a lot more clever than
making it. I don't know. I heard that they changed some things.
Let's go to Justine, who has some questions.
That's the vaguest statement I've ever made. Change some things.
Obviously, everyone's talking
in the world where things have been changed, one man, one dream. Cyberpunk coming this fall.
Justine.
Oh no, the Guy's Choice Award, and it's going to be a surprise appearance by Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler for the Brass Balls Award.
Har.
And in fact,
Andy Samberg is like is probably Adam Sandler's little butt monkey right now, just because he's like, hey boy, let's make a movie together. It's like, well, I don't want to, but my film career is not really taking off, so I guess I got to stick with you until people get to know me. I can't. It's great. Now let me do these funny little voices. It's like, oh, please stop. Andy, don't go down the road. That's what happened to Nick Swartzen, man. You don't want to end up like him.
So I grabbed the highlighted news of the Cyberpunk developers are working on. Here's how they describe the title, CH. Be prepared.
I'm prepared.
Cyberpunk will be designed for mature and demanding players who expect to be treated seriously, and the game will be richly detailed, non-linear, and with a complex, gripping story. This is much expected from the talented studio, but the new universe brings with it some new twists in the game design. Players will experience the world through their own unique characters from different classes, bloodthirsty mercenaries or cunning hackers, that they will equip with the vast selection of cybernetic implants and deadly weapons. As in the Witcher series, the players will face morality ambiguous choices, and their actions influencing the events in the world at large and the fate of the individuals they encounter.
That sounds great. Can't wait for that. Although it does kind of sound like sort of blanket statements, like, oh, like, greetings, true believers. It's a stunning adventure where you can go out and do your own story in branching paths and exciting classes. Like, and then it turns out it's like, oh, there's only 3 storylines, and then thanks.
Stanley, whoa.
So those are Promethean knights, especially the big guys are knights.
I am just, I'm very interested in,
and the hovering sort of.
I mean, I know Bioshock Infinite's coming out in 2013, but I wonder if they'll show off anything else at the C3.
And the way that they're gonna fight you, and
I don't know. We're gonna see just things about just the press conference stuff. I don't know, pretty much the Wii U might be the thing that people will be talking about, but this is going to be one of those things where we might not see a lot of gameplay footage until you kind of look on the internet of other things. It's more about just the conferences for these past, at least for today. I don't know what the other ones are up for tomorrow. Konami already did theirs, right?
I don't think Konami did theirs yet.
They usually do like the day before, like pre-recorded and stuff. They want to avoid disaster like last year.
So anyway, when we
and I'm sure that they don't tell anyone about it, just like how they don't tell anyone about moving around release dates or just telling anyone. Silent Hill, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're releasing 3 Silent Hill games in 1 month, and we do expect you to purchase all of them because of reasons.
Because of things.
Yeah. It's, strange. What is, wait. I don't know, what game are you looking forward to so far? The most in, well, actually, I gotta tell you, the game I'm looking most forward to is Halo 4 of this year. I mean, Hitman Absolution. I completely forgot that Halo was coming out this year, just because we've seen nothing except for E3, and then the Halo 4 is coming out in 4 months. So that's going to be a lot of ground to cover, especially with marketing-wise to get the word out there.
Yeah, it's going by really quick.
You know what they should have in Halo? Gratuitous nudity.
Which style?
It's like randomly like have hot naked women standing around. It's like, well, that's basically what Cortana is. But I'm talking just about like regular Marines. Chief, here's a gun. Like, thanks. And then nobody acknowledges why. They just for reasons, for no reason other than to have like the M rating for everything. Like for swearing, it's like, thanks for this motherfucking gun, you dick. And then, yeah, walks away.
That's Halo. Halo 4.
That's Halo to a T. No, but
under the direction of C.H. Gorog.
No, I would take it in such a tailspin of a direction, just because I know I would every 2 days I'd come up with a new story direction. It's like, listen, like we're gonna have Master Chief wake up and then he's gonna fight like a new enemy. No, wait, he's gonna go back to Earth and open up a small restaurant. No, wait, I got a better idea. He goes undersea, and he makes friends with fish, and it's a musical game. No, wait. It turns out, it's not a new game at all. It's just Halo 3. Again. But wait. And then that would be going on for about 2 days before...
The final boss, Stanley.
Greetings, Master Chief. Why don't you come over here, and I'll tell you all about how I made Marvel Comics. Like, I've got to shoot this guy in the face right now.
Check out The Last of Us, God of War.
Alright, I just posted our stream on our Bloody Thumbs group page, so anyone on the spill will see that through there.
Following the day's final briefing at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we're back live on Spike for a special hour of primetime coverage. See exclusives, including the reveal of Halo 4's multiplayer Spartan Ops mode, the world premiere of NBA.
I'm going to compose a new tweet. Un momento.
Exclusives, including the world premiere trailer
Nice.
for the Elder Scrolls Online.
I got my Twitter up too. It's, I got the whole. I'm capturing the whole desktop, so I just have a bunch of windows closing and opening, and just overall distracting the whole video that's going on. But it's commercial, ladies and gentlemen, so don't get discouraged there unless you want to see something in the commercials.
Exclusive coverage.
No, well, there's not really much going on.
Just waiting for we're just waiting for EA's conference to start. It's in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And a full day of exclusive
See,
and reveals. All of this from Spike and game trailers before the doors to E3 even open.
Is it too harsh to say that if the Wii U doesn't do well, this might be the last console we'll see from Nintendo?
I don't. Well, they didn't do hot with the GameCube, and they really came back with the Wii. So I've learned that I should shut up when it comes to predictions, just because I usually get it wrong. It's like, oh, Microsoft will probably go out within one generation when the first Xbox came. It's like, well, maybe they'll stick around, and Sony will definitely dominate with the PS3. Then it's like, oh wait, everything they do is just a clusterfuck. It's like, well, nah, I wouldn't be good. I'm like the anti-Nostradamus.
Android and iOS devices, as well as the Game Trailers Facebook page. You can even get your questions.
I just noticed I had iTunes up for no reason.
Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag GTE3.
I have eclectic taste in music, CH.
Not to worry, the entire schedule of the week's events.
I'm all over the place.
Are you kidding me? I got the Venga Boys here somewhere, and I am ashamed to admit it. That song was only okay for a few seconds when Six Flags started using it as their theme for the old man in the party bus.
I was aware by it just for the Six Flags commercial.
In the bang bus, as I like to affectionately call it. I just like to think that maybe he's like this creepy old pervert who gets people to get into his big van, like with promises to go off to go off to Six Flags, but actually drugs them and then molests them and then leaves them on the street. And then it's like, well, this man is not affiliated with us, but we might as well just take this urban legend and spin it into marketing.
Jean-Claude Van Damme presents the Jean-Claude Goddamn Award to Kate Beckinsale. Guy's Choice Saturday. What the fuck?
You have to be shitting.
E3 trailer of XCOM Enemy
I don't know if I should be reading this or listening to Amanda McKay.
Oh no, wait, come on.
I said on the bottom, on the little new little topics on the bottom there on the Spike, doing the CNN thing. Breaking news, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool. They're playing a trailer for XCOM, or like something else, like a different type of XCOM game. It's not the first-person shooter reboot that they were using. It's like a different one, different XCOM game, and it looks like oh wow, Gears of War. They definitely are stylistically confused, just because there's like Crypto the alien from Destroy All Humans, and then they got like this Gears of War-esque bulky suit of armor, and I don't know if it's supposed to be like serious or more comical. I don't know.
Don't look that serious.
Yeah. Oh, okay. They have giant flags of their nationalities printed on the back of their armor. It's not even
nice.
Just like,
it's multiplayer.
Like, oh yeah, by the way, I might be Canadian. It's like, no, I'm Canadian. I've tattooed it to the back of my skull.
We all flags fight together against these alien bastards.
It is just interesting to see.
XCOM, Enemy Unknown, Facebook.com, XCOM. It's a free plug.
Jeff Keighley, I realized, has the Kristen Stewart face where he doesn't move his eyebrows. Watch him. No, he broke the rule. Never mind.
Damn it.
He's still bland, though. I'm still
gun.
enjoying
Joining me
that.
for a look at a brand new demo of Tomb Raider is Carl Stewart from Crystal Dynamics. Carl, you guys were trending worldwide.
Carl Pilkington. What I got so far from MS at Esports.
Let's take a look at it here.
I saw your Twitter.
What is new about this?
Yep.
So what we're showing today is kind of the section in between the two 15-minute demos that we showed last year. This is really the turning point in Lara's character. This is where, last year we showed her having to break free from the den, so we told you all about the sort of different features from dynamic traversal. Now, all of a sudden, she's thrust in a situation where she has to kind of go and get medical help, go and sort of get her bow for the first time. So it's a really personally driven piece. It's very emotive.
Wow. Now, one of the things I think a lot of people have been wondering about in this game is
Curious to see a little bit more of Far Cry 3.
Puzzling and action.
Yeah, Far Cry. Okay.
Parachuting and lots going on. But this is, a survival story. So when Laura first arrives on the island from shipwreck, I mean, she's relatively weak, right?
Yeah, it's a 21-year-old girl straight out of college. This is her first adventure.
So
the goal is to spend the first, let's say, third of.
It's a kind of good time to see Lara Croft get beaten the shit out of. It is. Rocky cheerio, see you down the shit.
Boy, can you believe this shite? Boobs, tits got smaller.
Yeah, it's out of nowhere.
The CGI trailer made them look massive. Something I like to suckle on like a 3-year-old baby.
Hints of some kind of.
I don't want. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that
one. There's other people in the islands, and they've been there a little bit wild.
How long have you been a fan of Tomb Raider? There's like a poll on the right side.
Through this, I think a lot of people have been wondering.
Since Angelina Jolie, since Crystal Dynamics, since Tomb Raider, 1996.
Since I figured out there was a nude patch for her eventually.
I wouldn't doubt it.
A lot more sort of RPG-like abilities and progression, right?
Yeah, the goal is, as you mentioned, go back to the pillars of Tomb Raider. It's been around for 15 years, and one of the things is all about exploration. And exploration in past Tomb Raider games still felt very linear. So one of our goals with this sort of future look is, let's build these hub systems. Let's give the player the opportunity to come into these larger spaces and really explore. And then through gear gating, you'll be able to improve for the ability to be able to open new areas and unlock additional challenges.
Hey Splinter, as much as fun as this has been, I think I'm probably going to take a break for today, and yeah, I think I'm pretty good. If do you want to keep going?
Trailer with us last week.
No, I'm good. If you got want to take a break or you got other things to do, that's fine. I didn't expect us to do this the whole E3 today. I just wanted to do a little bit of the Microsoft press conference, see what was up, and yeah, it's been all right. We'll see what goes on with E3 and EA in 20 minutes. So yeah, if you want to head out, that's cool with me. I just might just turn this off as well. So we got plenty of footage there, so anyone who wants to hear our thoughts on the stuff that happened on the first day of E3.
It's I'm very interested to see what else they reveal and uncover for this game. I'm sorry, for the rest of the E3. But do you want to meet up tomorrow as well to talk about what's going on?
I will see what happens. I'm not sure about tomorrow.
Alrighty, well just give me a ring a ding ding whenever you have the moment, and we'll decide whether to meet up later or if we're good for this E3.
We'll do. If not, we'll just keep your eyes out for our Twitter feeds. We'll probably be tweeting about all that stuff. So might be another good way to read our thoughts.
Absolutely, and I cannot wait to see what else they have. And please watch us out for watch out for us on Twitter and Spill.com and all these other fun things. So just keep your eyes out.
All right, take it easy, CH. We'll
see you as well, Splinter. And I think we shall all enjoy Tomb Raider as she gets horribly beaten with every single iteration of this gameplay footage. So, see you later.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.
Take down the deer. Deer kill.
So yeah, CH wimped out on us.
This is our first time with a bow and arrow, so
I'll continue this feed a little bit longer, and we'll see what's going on with the rest of this Tomb Raider stuff.
All right, Kyle. Well,
but I might cut this off a little bit. But thank you to everyone who watched us from at least the beginning of this. Hope you got a lot of enjoyment out of it as we did, making fun of it, or just being in awe and silent on some of the things that were revealed there. So enjoy E3, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy on Splinter 47. You can find us on BloodyThumbs.wordpress.com. I'm adding episodes daily. Our podcast will be up to date with the RSS feed as soon as possible.
Thanks, Jeff.
And check us out on Spill, tinyurl.com/BloodyThumbs. You can do the latest episodes of Bloody Thumbs. So I don't know if we're recording one this week. We'll see due to E3. We might have a lot to talk about this week. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this and are watching the archives on YouTube. I'll be posting this on YouTube as well. Thank you, Steve, for watching our stream.
And possibly something about the next Battlefield, which I really just don't expect. You know those guys were in trial, the Respawn guys, and they